Hello viewers, thank you so much for joining me on this channel. In today's video, I will discuss some of the important do's and don'ts before the non-manned part of your MRCS ENT OSCE. Before I delve deeper into the topic, I want to share some news that I found out only yesterday. The gap between non-manned exam and manned exam for some candidates is as high as 10 days. If you are one such candidate, then I will strongly urge you to consider taking non-manned exam from the comfort of your own home. Even if you are taking the non-manned exam from the comfort of your own home, there are some important rules and regulations that you have to adhere to. This video will discuss some of the important rules in greater detail. So without further ado, let's get into it. In case you don't know, MRCS ENT OSCE carries 520 marks, 400 of which are allotted to the non-manned exam. So you can understand almost 80% of MRCS ENT OSCE marks come from the non-manned section of the exam, whereas the manned section has 120 marks. Now the non-manned exam is a computer-based online proctored exam, so you do require a very good computer with a good webcam and very stable Wi-Fi. The Royal College of Surgeons does not recommend, and I think they do not even allow, mobile hotspot as a means of internet connectivity for your non-manned exam. So please get a stable Wi-Fi connection if you already don't have one. Please do not consider taking the non-manned exam using a mobile hotspot. As I said previously, the non-manned exam can be taken from the comfort of your own home, and it consists of 20 stations, each of which carry 20 marks, bringing the total up to 400 marks. So 400 of the 520 you can attempt just from the non-manned exam. Now let's discuss some of the don'ts. These are the things you are not at all supposed to do during the non-manned exam. First and foremost, under no circumstances should you leave your computer screen during the exam, even to go to the toilet. So make all the necessary arrangements, be creative, but do not under any circumstances leave your computer screen during the exam. And it's not just a question of leaving the computer screen. It is preferable that you're always looking at the computer screen throughout the duration of the exam. Even if you look a little to the right or a little to the left, that can also be flagged as suspicious activity. So please be very careful about this. You are not allowed to leave the computer screen during the exam for any reason. Second, you are not allowed to wear earphones or earbuds or anything covering your ears during the exam. This can be flagged as suspicious activity because the proctors, the people watching you through the webcam, might consider this as an activity which is facilitating someone else telling you the answers. So please don't wear earphones, please don't wear earbuds, and please keep your ears exposed so that the person watching you through the webcam uh, does not feel suspicious about anything. The third thing that you're not allowed to do is use paper or pen to take down notes. You are not allowed to write down anything on any paper or any pen. You will not need this as well because it's a computer based exam. You don't need to make any calculations. So you just need to type in the answers on the computer screens. So use of paper, pen, strictly prohibited during the exam. This goes without saying, you cannot have anyone else in the exam room. They will conduct a thorough check of the room where you're taking the exam from using your own computer webcam, and nobody should be there in the room during the exam. Nobody should walk in on you while you're taking the exam. Nobody should even call you loudly from outside the room or bang on your door. All these things you should strictly try to avoid. So make the necessary arrangements so you're left completely undisturbed during the exam, and it goes without saying, nobody should be in the same room with you while you are taking the exam. There is one do, so many don'ts and one do. Let's discuss the do. You should have a stable Wi-Fi connection to enable proctoring. What does this mean? Your Wi-Fi connection should hold throughout the duration of the exam, which is roughly 2.5 hours, but there is half an hour of registering before the exam, so 3 hours. You need a Wi-Fi connection which you can be 100% sure will be there throughout those 3 hours, so that the person who is monitoring you through your webcam, or in other words, proctoring the exam, should have no grounds for believing you are engaging in any kind of suspicious activity. If you run afoul of any of the rules that I mentioned in today's video, there is a strong possibility that your result might be withheld unless you can prove to the authority that you were not engaging in any suspicious activity. You can even be barred from taking the exam again in the future. So this is not just a question of losing out on one attempt. They might even, if they think you have engaged in suspicious activity, till the point you prove to the Royal College of Surgeons that you were not engaging in any kind of suspicious activity, you will not even be allowed to take the exam. You will not even be able to attempt the exam. So it's not just a question of losing out on one attempt. You might lose out on the possibility of taking the exam ever again. So these are very important rules, and I hope um, I have been clear about them. You will get an email individually to your email account just before your exam, where these rules, and if these rules are modified, then some modifications of these rules, or if they think of something else will also be mentioned. Please go through that email very carefully and make the necessary arrangements so that you can focus just on the answers, and all these other things are taken care of well in advance. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful, and take care. I hope to see you in the next video soon.